Alrighty, Deftones. This is a band that obviously I have heard of them. I have just never taken the time to properly listen to them. I didn't know what song to start with. If you asked me to name a Deftones song, I would not be able to do that. But I just looked up their YouTube and I've gone on their most popular videos. And I think I'll listen to the top 2 with the most views because I figure that's probably their most popular songs. I do actually vaguely recognize the title of this one, Change in the House of Flies. That rings a bell to me, but Be Quiet and Drive Far Away, I've no clue on that one. I'm wondering if it's going to be one of those weird cultural osmosis things where as soon as I start listening to it, it's going to be like, oh, yeah, I know this song. I primarily listened to heavy metal growing up, so as soon as I hit the age of 12, well, 11, 12, I discovered heavy metal, and then the age of like 13 to 14, I was listening to black metal and beyond. So there's a lot of very popular bands that I just never really sat down and listened to them. So part of me making this React channel recently was to broaden my own horizons and maybe listen to some stuff that I haven't actually, not only new stuff, but old stuff that I've just never bothered. So yeah, we're gonna take a listen to these and see how I feel. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump into Be Quiet and Drive Far Away by Deftones. Well, I can say with some certainty that I've never heard that. I've never heard that song in my life. I don't know, when did this come out? Like, before I say anything, I have so many things to say, but I try not to pause it because I don't want to disrupt the own flow of me listening to it. And also, it's probably annoying for you guys, right? When were you formed? 1988? 88? Damn. Oh, that's that same kind of mindfuck I had when I discovered when the Offspring were formed, which was 1984, by the way. I don't know why that's so mad to me. I guess, especially when you didn't live in the decade. I was born in the 90s. When you didn't live in the decade, I feel like you tend to have a more stereotyped view of what the decade was about, naturally, because you don't have any first-hand experience of it. So whenever I found out the Offspring were formed in 1984, I was like, you do not sound like a band from 1984. Do you know what I mean? To be fair, I know that their most well-known stuff came out in the 90s and the early 2000s as well, so that makes sense. But anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about the Offspring. I'm meant to be talking about Deftones. I was wondering when they were formed because the way that I was thinking about them when I was listening to that was, oh, I see where a lot of bands got their influence from then. Like, because I knew that they were a huge band and they've been around for a long time. So I was just thinking to myself, well, if they've been around for a long time, then I can hear the influence that they've had on other bands hugely. It's like, oh, is this where that sound came from? Is this the origin of this kind of sound, was Deftones? Because I think that makes complete sense. Love that distortion on the guitar. Just speed it up a bit and you've got a decent black metal album intro. That's hilarious. Objectively, that's hilarious. But yeah, the distortion on the guitar is really sick. Do you know what the vocals remind me of? Matt Bellamy from Muse. I also want to point out, I'm very sorry to any Muse fans that are watching right now. You may want to plug your ears. I fucking hate Muse. I'm sorry, I can't do it. But they're like Matt Bellamy vocals that aren't annoying as fuck. So I love that. It's the way it's like drawn out. It's that very like inhale, very like drawn out kind of vocal. It's very musy, but I enjoy it here. So that's a good sign. It's kind of shoegazy a little bit, isn't it? Like that distorted guitar in the background. If you really like, if you try and isolate just that. If you just take that, it's funny. It reminds me of like one of my favorite bands, Agalloch. Has that kind of like atmospheric, distorted, almost like a kind of black metal feel to it, even though it isn't. Do you know what I mean? That's what it reminds me of, which is really cool because they're one of my favorite bands. And again, that's probably where a lot of the initial influence came from, was maybe from this band, which I think is really cool. I've never listened to them, obviously, but I didn't realize, I can hear straight away the influence that this would have had on a lot of metal and metal subgenres. Also, just the kind of like new metal vibe to it as well, which is really cool. I think generally the rule of thumb is if you had a metal or a metal adjacent band in the 2000s that had a distorted guitar and some guy in your band that was a white guy with dreads, you're probably going to have at least one song that slaps. That just seems to be a rule of thumb. I'm not as into the harshes. It's really cool because they have the outward energy and appearance of like a nu metal band, but the music itself is kind of more inward. I don't know. It has a kind of more emotional feel to it, I think, which is really cool. We're gonna do one more because I don't want to do just one song. If I'm gonna listen to this band for the first time, I think I should do two. And this is the one with the title. I recognize this one. I recognize the title of this one. I don't recognize the title of any of the rest of these. But some of them, like this one, for example, was only out like 5 years ago, so... And this one's 5 years ago and things like that, so I don't think I ever would have been in a position to listen to new Deftones. Like, that just wouldn't really have been a thing for me. But this, I recognize the song title here, so I'm interested to see if I have actually heard this before. All right, here we go. Change in the House of Flies. Oh. not a fade! I have a vague recollection of hearing this before. I don't think I've actually sat down and listened to it, but I think I've heard it somewhere. I had a glimmer of recognition at the beginning of that first verse there, so I've definitely heard this one before. You know what? I think I'm a fan, you know? It's such a vibe. It's very autumnal. It's very, like, I would listen to this when it's cold outside, you know? It's that sort of melancholic, gritty, depressing, because it is. I love the imagery of this music video as well. It feels like a time long gone, not to 100% sound like a boomer. But I'm a big fan of anything that was filmed in the late 90s or the early 2000s particularly. I really love the way that everyone looked very real, and we were still recording on film, so there's that grain and that natural sort of edge to video footage back then. And everyone had normal teeth and looked like an actual person and not some sort of strange Hollywood skinwalker, which I really like. And I feel like this video really encompasses that. Obviously, they've got a lot of like very like attractive people in this video. They've all been roughed up and stuff like that, but I don't know, it's something about it that's it's a very nostalgic feel to me. All of these like really cool looking people. Like the makeup and everything. I don't know, it's so cool. Everyone just looks so cool, don't they? I just really like that. I think that's really sick. This is a cool song. I didn't recognize it as much as I thought I would, but I feel like I would probably listen to this willingly. I say that like other stuff I'm being held at gunpoint. I'm not. But you know what I mean? I feel like I would listen to this casually. I really liked this part. The vocals here are really cool. Yeah. I see why they have such a death grip on people. Yeah, I didn't really know what they sounded like, to be honest. I didn't really know what the vibe was, but now I know, and I think I really like them. I don't know if there are any more songs by them which are... I don't know if there are any more songs by them that are more culturally in the norm, in the know. If there's anything that I might be more likely to know, like that one Deftones song that everyone knows. It might have just been one of the two that I listened to, and in that case, I'm fucked. But also, circling back to the music video, I feel like the art of making a good music video has been lost. And I feel like the only place that hasn't lost it as a skill is South Korea, and I will stand by that. K-pop bands make a fucking good music video. I feel like in the West, it is a lost art, and one of my favorite things to do if I ever have a friend round who's also super into music, late at night with some snacks and a pizza, just sit down and watch a bunch of music videos from the 2000s. You will have the best time, whether it's hilarious or just amazing. I think it's a lost art. So it was fun to watch these two videos today. I enjoyed them a lot. I hope you enjoyed my reaction and my thoughts to... That's my Discord. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts about Deftones today. I don't really know what I expected. It wasn't really that. They have a different sound to what I thought. I'm wondering if in my head I have conflated them with Radiohead. I don't know how, but something in my head is linking the two together. It might be that they're both depressing. It might be that. But also, if you asked me to name a Radiohead song, I don't think I could. Numb? No, that's Linkin Park. There's a... Oh, what's that one? I swear I know a Radiohead song. Freak? Creep! I knew it was one word. I think I know Creep by Radio. Freak. Oh my god. So maybe next time I can do Radiohead or something. I don't know. But yeah, let me know if you guys enjoyed this. Again, give me bands down below. I would love to hear your suggestions. If you are new here, please do subscribe if you would like to. I really do appreciate it. Also, simply because I do listen to the song all the way through, that means I cannot monetize anything that's on this channel. So if you do actually like the content, then you can become a member and give me some money if you'd like to. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, whatever you get up to, and I will see you in the next one.